So we've been in the throes of a house renovation since early in January of this year, and we finished it a few weeks back. And the final piece to finish this whole space off was our live edge dining room table. So I bought this slab off of a guy in Markham, and he couldn't finish it. Decided to sell it to me for a great price if I could finish it. I said, challenge accepted, let's get at it. And figured out how to finish it off, put some bow ties in it, seal it up, sand her down, and get her ready for eating off of in our dining room table. So let's take a look at the finished product, and then I'll show you guys how I actually did it. It's gonna sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I've never done this before. All these tips and tricks are what I learned off of YouTube. So let's get at it. Whew! So you can see all the butterfly or bow tie or Dutchman joints that I went and cut up at Uncle Ted's. What these are, I got a bunch of wenge wood, which is a nice deep dark wood, not quite as deep as ebony, and then also cut a couple oak. I don't think I'm gonna use the oak though. So yeah, essentially you're just gonna find a long crack, and we're gonna place these in place and figure out how we want to cut them in there. Cut a couple smaller pieces as well, just so they don't look all the same. And then once we get them where we want, then we'll start to router that out, chisel that down, set these in, and then we'll plane them and sand them, and it's gonna look beautiful as well as being reinforced. And then in all these cracks we're gonna put in some black epoxy, so that'll be all filled, just so that when we have dinner here, we won't get any crumbs in there. Pro tip, since you can't It's hard to chisel out right in the corners. It's best just to take your bow tie and just sand down the corners a little bit on the bottom, so that way it goes in and kind of wedges itself in. All set. Another pro tip, if you have some gaps at the end, if you kind of missed on your chisel hit, which is actually really easy to do, it's not an exact science, and here's how you fix that. Take some carpenter's glue, put some carpenter's glue on the spots that you want to fix. You get some shavings from your sander or the router. Just put it in the glue like this. Rub it in. This is going to act as a good filler. And it's going to be the color of the table, which is what we want. Hit that with your sander. And there you go. Not bad. There's one bow tie down and 8 more to do on this slab. So now we take some of this tuck tape and we tape the cracks of the underside, so that when we epoxy the top of the table, it doesn't seep through and we don't waste epoxy. So we're going to prep our epoxy. I got this Eco Epoxy UV epoxy kit. Comes with a resin and a hardener, and you do it 1-to-1, and I'm going to weigh it out to make sure that happens. Mix it in this guy, then I'm going to add some of this black onyx pigment just to turn it all black, so when we hit it on the table it's a black fill. Let's check it out. Alright, so I'm going to do 150.
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
150. Not bad. Another 150.
Oh yeah, that's much funnier.
Looking good. Alright. Let's try this. Don't exactly know how much of this stuff to add, but here we go. Alright, so the next thing to do is you take a blowtorch and you just kind of hit it lightly to get all the air bubbles out, just so that air bubbles don't dry into the surface. Okay.
Oh, look at the hole.
Let's shift it this way a bit. All right, here we go.
Oh, you love me.
Of course he loves me.
Ready?
Yeah. Here we go.
Do I stop it?
Sure. So after sanding it down all nice and smooth, we just need to get the dust off of it or any particles that are on top. So I just take a tack cloth and wipe it down. All right, so this is by far the most exciting part of the journey. Gonna use Watco Danish oil to finish this guy off. It's gonna look good, can't wait. Look at that. So yeah, that's the finished table. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it was a little bit long, but it took a long time to make this. We're enjoying it now, so come on over for a feast. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.